Joining us now is OG Jinx Okpe with stories around the world. Hello, Jinika. How are you?
You know why you did that. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Yes.
Good morning, Tundu.
Morning,
How do you cope with this man?
Barely.
Every single day. Well, good morning, Rufai.
Audrey, good morning. But seriously, I think you should register that Genix as a trademark.
Done.
You know, because you're a brand.
You know you're so smart.
Yeah.
You're always so smart.
So that nobody
Thanks for
goes
the
to
advice.
register it as how to make money on your name,
I'm
just
sure
like
it's
they're making money on Yoruba.
All right. Well, good morning to you, viewers. Here are some of the stories that are trending across the globe. In the United States, dementia rumors surface again after President Joe Biden, during a press conference on the last day of the G7 summit, mistakes the country Libya for Syria 3 times.
And for example, the rebuilding of Syria, of Libya, they're there.
And veteran CNN anchor Christiane Amanpour announced on Monday that she has recently undergone major surgery for ovarian cancer and faced months of chemotherapy treatment. In the United Kingdom, the panel set up to investigate journalist Martin Bashir says there is no evidence to support that the journalist was rehired by the British Broadcasting Corporation to cover up circumstances around his Diana interview. In Canada, 20-year-old Nathaniel Veltman, who was accused of deliberately running over 3 generations of a Muslim family with his truck, is now facing terrorism charges in addition to 4 counts of first-degree murder. In Israel, following the removal of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, thousands of people gathered in Tel Aviv's Rabin Square to mark the end of his 12-year stay in office. In Zambia, former President, 97-year-old Kenneth Kaunda, is reported to be receiving treatment for an undisclosed illness at a military hospital in the capital, Lusaka. The country's president, Edgar Lungu, has urged Zambians and the international community to pray for the former leader as he stood up for the nation at its most critical moment. Under sports, Wimbledon's men's and women's finals are set to be the first United Kingdom outdoor sporting event that will be played in front of a full-capacity crowd. The tournament is set to begin on June 28th. Finally, under entertainment, a home video of a teenage Ed Sheeran singing in his school production of the musical Grease is going up for auction on June 29th. The film, which is nearly 2 hours long, shows the musician as a 15-year-old playing the character Raja.
Every day at school I watch ya, always will until I got ya, mooning too. And there's a moon out tonight.
Let's begin what's trending with reactions over the Nigerian Army's appeal to members of the terrorist group Boko Haram to surrender their arms and embrace peace. Brigadier General Eyitayo Abdul-Wahab, the general officer commanding the Army's 7th Division, made the call at a feast organized for journalists. He said the recent military onslaught against the insurgents dealt a decisive blow which has left the terrorists in disarray. The Army general went further to state that nobody, including the military, was happy over the bloodshed, and so the insurgents should repent and leverage on the amnesty program provided for rehabilitation, as well as acquire skills that will enable them live a useful life in society. Well, let's take a reaction from Arinze Nonso, who wrote, "This is a sign of defeat. The people you have been fighting for over 10 years, and you couldn't defeat them. Now you want them to surrender as what? Prisoners or colleagues? And under what condition will they surrender?" This statement has simply emboldened the terrorist group, knowing fully well that the army is worn out. Do you agree with his tweet, Tundu, Arinze's tweet?
No.
Yeah.
I really hope that's not true. Oh, no, I don't. I took that call as sort of reiterating Operation Safe Corridor,
yes, of course,
which has been the government policy since 2016. And I think they take every opportunity to make that call, that defectors from all these jihadist groups, not just Boko Haram, are free to join this Operation Safe Corridor. A lot of those people, we must recall, are forced to join Boko Haram. They never wanted to be there. A lot of them join and then become skeptical when they actually see the level of violence and barbarism that they're sort of forced to undertake, so they want to back out. So the option before them is not just jihadism or death. There's some kind of a way out. But that has been heavily criticized by a lot of Nigerians who feel that it's unfair to the victims of terror organizations that you get to have a way out when your victims did not. But having said that, Operation Safe Corridor, I mean, we've seen sort of
very
nice images when they're all wearing the same outfit and it all looks very nice. But apparently it's pretty grim. They have like food shortages, they're thrown in jail, no access to their families for years and years on end. So it's not really what it's cracked up to be. I don't think this is necessarily a sign of defeat. I don't think this is them waving the white flag, or I hope not. I
a
think
lot of Nigerians believe that that's what it is,
Oh,
and
I
they
hope
should
not.
not be asking the terrorist group to repent. I mean, it's either
go
you
and fight them.
or
Yes,
just,
fight.
show that you're in control. Dr. Abati.
Well, I think some of the reactions we seem to have taken what General Itayo was saying out of context. He resumed as commander of Sector 1 of Operation Hadinkai 3 months ago. And, Operation Hadinkai, formerly known as Operation Lafia Dole. And he had this feast on Sunday, the papers report. I'm a bit uncomfortable with the expression feast for journalists. And the journalists were there. And it was on that occasion that he gave an account of what they've been able to achieve within the 3 months that he has been there. And he said the Boko Haram had been, decimated. Many of them have been killed. And that the remnants are so weak, and he was using the opportunity to appeal to them to surrender to the Nigerian government so that they can be rehabilitated. And he made a point that nobody is interested in killing anybody. That what they just want is peace. Now, is it true that the Nigerian Army has been able to decimate the ranks of the Boko Haram? The last we heard was that it was ISWAP, the Islamic State of the West African province, that took out Ibrahim Shekau and also killed some of his lieutenants. So is General Itayo taking credit for that? The third point, of course, is many Nigerians, naturally, expectedly, do not like this policy of appeasement. What Nigerians expect is that the military should go to the theater of operation, even if there are remnants, as General Itayo is talking about, wipe out the remnants
them out.
or arrest them and prosecute them.
Correct.
Because what they have committed is a crime against the Nigerian state, because nobody wants to hear that the Nigerian government is mollycoddling criminals. So that's why there has been that reaction. And of course, the leader of the NUJ, the media team, at the feasts, I don't understand the journalists enjoying feasts organized by the military. Thanked him and talked about media cooperation. I guess, yes, there should be partnership between the military and the media. The media also has a role to play. But organizing a feast for journalists, that may not portray journalists in good light.
We'll have to go.